there, young Ronan.
Who goes there?
Worry not. I mean you no harm. Come, sit a while. Been traveling long?
I have. But I have no need for rest. Your kindness is appreciated.
Where is it you're going?
I don't know.
Where is it you're coming from?
It doesn't matter.
Where is it you're running?
Enough with their questions, all right? Just...
Your thoughts dwell too heavily on your master. Do not mourn those that turn into the Force.
What'd you just say? What do you know about the Force?
I know the Force is much like this sacred lake. The waters are calm, but beneath, there is darkness that threatens to drag you under. Beware the dark side.
I'm a Jedi. I don't use the dark side.
You are a Ronin with no master. Sit. I will teach you. Do not drink from the sacred lake. Come, drink from the water of this tree instead. I assure you it is most refreshing. Have patience, and we can both drink.
Are you insane?
I offer you drink and you dismiss me. You're ill-mannered and impatient, and it costs your master his life. Your style is ancient, far too predictable.
You're a quick learner.
You don't seem to learn at all.
I don't have to.
You have taken your steps towards a new beginning, my wise Padawan.